Where do you originally come from and where did you emigrate to?
I was born in London, England, and grew up in the UK, and I moved to northern Sweden, a town called Umeå.
And why?
Um, Got married to my wife, and we decided that we would move to her hometown to be close to her family. It made some sense at the time, and also I had no idea how cold it got in winter.
What were the main challenges of settling into your new host country?
Well, I don't consider myself to be very skilled in learning foreign languages. I always found that very difficult at school. And while my wife helped me so much in learning it, coming into a new country, breaking into that culture was always going to be a challenge. People think differently, do different things, and there's a different structure of the way things worked. So I had to learn the language to be able to learn the culture, I think, and I had to see the differences that weren't always immediately obvious. Different ways of thinking and talking about things just changed the way you interact with people, and I found that a strange challenge.
So in your opinion, people need to learn the language before they learn the culture?
I wouldn't put it quite that way, because you can learn a lot of culture along the way, but sometimes culture is expressed through language, so you will always be limited by that. What I would suggest is that you should always try to learn the language as much as possible. It will be very difficult to settle properly without it.
What helped you to settle in to your new host country?
I think partially the culture, where people are very welcoming of English speakers, that helps. My wife made it a lot easier to settle in and gave me a stable home situation and helped me to translate things, and being welcomed by her family. I'm a member of a church here, and long before I was a member there, I was made welcome by those people, and that gave me a place and identity there as well. One of the things that I think I did well was I brought a kind of a curiosity about the country and the culture a little bit. So I tried things out, from simple things, well, relatively simple, like trying on skates and long cross-country skis and falling over on that all of the time. That let me try things out a little bit. But I hadn't really realized how much until my wife's stepmother said, we were having a conversation, I was going to go out and try picking cloudberries out in the marshes and the bogs. And people were surprised that I wanted to try it. And they said, yeah, she said, but Dave likes to try these things. And yes, I probably only tried them once, but it gives you an insight into the way people do things and why people do things. I would say the biggest challenge was trying to appreciate the Eurovision Song Contest without being ironic, but they like doing that here. And so it helps then to have that conversation on Monday morning at work, because you know roughly what they're experiencing, even if you don't quite share their background and perspectives.
Looking back, is there anything you would have done different, or any advice you have for people based on your own experiences?
I have settled pretty well, and I got so much help and so much advantages that not everyone can get, and I understand that. But one thing is, I listened to a couple of friends who had lived abroad before, and one piece of advice they gave, which I thought was fantastic and I followed very carefully, was they had found that they came into the culture and had English speaking relationships and talking to people and had friendships, and people got to know them through English, which was very convenient and helpful. But breaking out of that into the other language you're trying to learn can be very challenging. So I made the conscious decision to try and be Swedish language based from the first day. And it made it really difficult in the beginning, but it really helped me in the long run. So I would definitely say that that's something that stopped me making a mistake, and I'm very glad for it.